Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Jo, I'm Belushi Stitches here on Flosstube and also over on Instagram. This is my channel about cross stitch, and this particular design is called Versailles, and it's part of a series that I'm doing called the Chatelaine Chronicles, where I'm kind of just bringing you along with me. I've already done a series for the design called Evening in the Park. There's a playlist on my channel and I'll also put the link below. So yeah, thank you so much for coming to join me. So this is, I'm not sure what part this is actually, but it is the part called the bows and medallions. Last time we spoke, in my last video, it would have been, I think, a short video showing you this border across here. And so you would remember that in the corners there were gaps because I was going to be filling in with some bows. So what I'm going to do is just move across and show you the next part that I'm working on. So this is the bow here. It's not finished because I'm running out of space at the bottom here. So I've done what I can comfortably, and then I'm going to have to move the fabric in a minute to get to the bottom a bit. This is made up of 2 threads. I'll just bring you in a little bit with more light a second. Yeah, so this is 2 threads. This bit on the left hand side here, this blue and green is all the same colour. It's a Gloriana. It's that one Gloriana that I couldn't get hold of for ages, and then it came through. That same blue green is all the way in this whole bow, and these curls that come around here. And it's also the same in there's these 3 sort of road stitches, so the 2 blue ones and the green one, it's all the same thread. Intertwined with that, which is hard to see the pattern, is this pinky purple colour. So what I'm doing is stitching the blue green first and then going back with the pink, and on the other side I'll show you where I am before the pink goes in so you can see the pattern a bit better. But yeah, so this is the bow. I took this upstairs yesterday and I can't really remember why I did that, but I took it upstairs and just happened to sort of put it on my desk and put the scroll frame kind of vertically on my desk. And I really hadn't considered how big this is. I really hadn't considered how big this is. And then I was looking around thinking, I don't actually know. I think I've maybe got 2 walls in the house that I think this is going to fit on. So yeah, I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's absolutely massive. And also now I'm stitching right on the edges. I am finding that in order to sort of stitch without hitting these bars here, which are holding the scroll frame, it becomes very heavy on one end. So when I'm right at the edges, doing bits and pieces at the edges, I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to keep this up. Keep this balanced on here. I mean, that's a future me problem. It's going to involve some sort of propping it up at one end, I think, with some books or something. I don't know yet, but yes. Interesting. So anyway, right, so this is this corner, and as I said, obviously the bow's not finished. There's also where am I? Some more stuff to go here, but I think that's in there's backstitch all the way around this thing and some lattice work. And when I get to the backstitch here, there's a little bit of backstitch that comes in here. I'm not sure what's in here. There's a few beads in here, and then yeah, in the corners down here, there's like this medallion, which is some beads, specialty stitches, probably a bit of everything. Anyway, so that's that side. If I just come back out a bit, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do this. Not very well at all. You can see I've made a start on the one on the right hand side as well. What I've done previously is I've done kind of, because this is nearly a symmetrical mandala, or has been so far, I've tended to do one whole thing here and then the other whole one here, and then I've done the other 2 together, like at the top. But actually, because I'm moving the fabric up, this is quite cross stitch heavy. So apart from those 3 road stitches, this is all just cross stitch at the moment. I thought I might do them together, and I do feel like that does kind of move things on quite quickly a bit better. I don't know if that's if that actually does, but it makes me feel better. Anyway, this is this corner. Let me just move it across and into the light. So yeah, there's a lot of white fabric showing through. This is 28 count. There's a lot of white fabric showing through here, but it honestly doesn't look like that in real life. You can't see that. Anyway, this is this side, and then so you can see where the pink's about to be filled in. It's really dark actually when it's all in together. It's great. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do next, is this pink. There's a couple of stitches. Where am I? I don't even know where they are now. Hang on. Oh yeah, actually I can see, because this is gold. It's these two gold, this little section of gold, these two tiny stitches here in purple, these two tiny stitches here in purple, and then this blue. That's another Gloriana. So that's just a couple of stitches there just to fill in, which is cool. And yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, I'm going to fill in the pink and then move the frame down, finish the bottom section, and then start working on sort of some of these other bits and that medallion in the corner. In fact, let me just show you what it's going to look. Okay, so this is the bottom of the pattern. Here's the bow. This is this sort of back stitchy stitched bit here. I don't know what's going to happen. This gold I think is representing all the back stitch, so it's all the way around, and there's this sort of lattice work, I think dark blue lattice work on these bits here. I'm using the bottom prong, by the way, to point. This is what is the medallion, so it's these corner sections in this border. Yeah, I think there's a bit of everything in there. And so originally, and I think I might have mentioned this on the last section, the instructions for the bow, it's called bows and medallions, and it also includes these curls here that come off the side of the buildings. I mentioned it in the last one, but yeah, I'm not going to do these now. I think I'm going to do them later when I actually do the buildings. This is really quite stitch heavy, and I just want to do something different, so I'm going to put these in with the buildings and the gardens. That's a little garden there, so I'm going to do that instead. Yeah, so there we go, just so you can see. Yeah, the bows and medallions. On the Facebook page, I think, or is it the Chatelaine Gallery, or is it the Facebook page? Can't remember. Somebody has done these in the dark blue as charted, which I'm doing, and somebody else did this in gold because they just wanted a bit more goldy stuff in it. So it looks cool either way. I'm going to do it as charted, and it's really standing out at the moment. It doesn't stand out on the mock-up because of this sort of gold back stitch, is just bright yellow, but yeah, it's really showing through there. It really stands out. It's really exciting. I absolutely love this one. I really can't stop working on it actually. Yeah, just loving it. So I will continue. I'm not going to stitch any cross stitchy bits with you. I don't think I need to do that. So I'll come back when I've got more of an update. See you in a bit. Bye. Hi everyone. So this is the bottom section of the piece. I've got here, if I just move across a little bit, I've got the two bows at the bottom, and oh, you can really see the sparkle in the tiles. So yeah, I'll just bring in a little bit. This is all beaded now, and there's a lot of gold backstitch going all the way around everything. It's really pretty. Gold beads there in the middle, and the medallion is the purple and green bit. They've called that the medallion in the instructions. And then you can see the sparkle here on the blue. It's only on the edges of these curls. There's a bit of lattice work in dark blue, which is shiny. You can't really see the crosses of it, but it is there. So yeah, that's done. I'll just move out a second, hang on. So it's getting harder and harder now to show you everything because it's just massive. I'm just going to measure from the edge of this medallion here to the edge of the other one, just to get a sense of the size. Yeah, it won't be a second. So 48 centimetres from the edge of that medallion to the other one. Hi there everyone. It's been maybe 2-3 months, something like that. Yeah, and for you it's been moments, but for me it's been quite a long time. Anyway, I'm back on the chatelaine. The section I'm doing at the moment are these bows with medallions, and yeah, I'll just show you. So the one on the right hand side, I'll go over to it in a minute, but that one's filled in terms of the cross stitch. And this one I just wanted to show you a bit of both the threads I'm using. So this is green and blue, and it's all one colour, as in it's one thread, it's just variegated. So I've stitched the whole of this bit in this colour, and then you can see here that there are gaps. It's pretty holy, and it's not until you use the second colour, which is the pink, it's called aubergine, there you go, pink and purple, that it starts to show a bit of a pattern. So you can see, I might have already shown you this, and if I have, then apologies. Starting here with this, the bottom prong of my snips, it goes around in a circle here, and then this one goes around in a little circle around here. This one goes around in a big circle. So I'm just going to stitch this little bit here. I won't stitch it. I was going to stitch it with you, but I don't think I will. There's so much to do in this section. I think it'll be better to show you the next bits, but I'll just show you the completed other side a second. There we go. So I've stitched all the pinky purple in there. It's not in these top curls or the bow bits here, it's just in this section here. Yeah, it's really pretty. It looks quite holy, but again, I know I've probably mentioned this in the last bit, that it's just because there's light on it and it's quite stretched at the moment on the frame. So, but yeah, so I'm just going to finish this, colouring in this bit, and then I'm going to see what's next, because it's been such a long time since I stitched on this. I can't really remember. So I actually found a screenshot of a bit of video I took ages ago of the bottom two. These are the top two medallions and bows, and I've already done the bottom two. So I had to take a little photo screen grab of it just to remind myself what it even looked like. And I cannot remember the best way to do the the order of stuff. So I think I'm just going to colour this in and then have a look at the instructions. Yeah, there's some more cross stitch, but I'm not sure whether I'm not sure. I can't remember. Anyway, we'll find out together. See you in the next clip. Bye. Hi there. All right, so I finished all the pink. I have filled in a couple of extra little stitches that are in a specific colour, so I've done that. And then I've just popped in a little bit of treasure braid here in gold. Have I got a picture of the piece? So I might have already shown this, so I may well edit this out. But it's basically where the bow comes up to join in this sort of border. That's where those couple of little gold stitches are going, so you can see that together there. It looks bright blue here, because I think there's some blue, light blue beads to go there. But yeah, this is where the gold section is now, so it's the same as there. Oh, I just realised with my new, I got a new tablet. I had a Kindle Fire HD 10, which I managed to get Pattern Keeper on, and it was just the slowest thing. It was really a struggle to keep the battery, and to it would freeze an awful lot. So I'd had it for years, so it was sort of time to move across. So I've got a few new things on this tablet. Anyway, it comes with a pen, with a stylus, so this might be my new pointy implement. It might not, though. I might still scare some of you with my pointy snips. That sounded rude. Anyway, I've done the gold here, which goes here. So now my task is to look at what else can be stitched that isn't backstitch or beads or specialty stitches. And at the moment I can't remember. So that's my next goal, is to find out what to move on to. See you in the next bit. Bye. Here's a good one for you. So I'm doing the, what's the purple? Gloriana, I think. Oh, I might have made that up. Anyway, this is a Gloriana. And I started stitching it and I was like, there's something not quite right here. Why doesn't it match up? It doesn't make sense. That's because I'm following the pattern for that corner, which I haven't stitched yet, instead of the corner for this one. And the only thing I did was go out and do the recycling, and then I've come back and somehow I've managed to start stitching the wrong corner. Anyway, so there's a good lesson for me. Hello there. So I've now done all of the cross stitches apart from a couple that are in treasure braid, which I'm going to do at the same time as I think there's some eyelets. Is it eyelets? Might be, and some lattice work. So I'm going to do that afterwards. But yeah, I've done all of this treasure braid, and then in here, this is, I think that dark one's a Gloriana, and then this one's a DMC, and then there's 3 little green stitches there, also in DMC. So I've done that now, and I've done the same on the other side, which is really good. It's the bulk of it, really. So now I start bringing out the instructions, which tell me which bit to do next. I think it's a blue lattice work on here, and then it's back stitching gold the whole thing. But I'll find out now. Hello there. So I'm just doing some lattice work, and I've realised, oh, sorry about that, it's really hard to do without crossing it off on the pattern every single line. I just did, you can barely see it, I know, sorry, I'll bring you in a second, but I just did it on the other corner, and multiple times I thought, oh, I'll just follow this bit, and then I just lost my place. So I'm honestly doing one long stitch and then I'm crossing it off my pattern. So yeah, I can't I can't cope with it. So I'm doing the long ones. That's probably quite a good picture actually to show you, even though it's out of focus. I'm doing the long strands and then capturing the short strands afterwards, because if you did all the short diagonal strands and then you did the long strands, you'd have one really long piece of thread going over the top. I don't want that, so I want the little shorter sideways ones to be capturing all of these. But I'll just bring you in. So there's one, and I'm sure a number of you will be really happy that I'm not using sharp snips. So there's one, and then there's a really long one that goes all the way to there, and then there's a slightly shorter one, and then miss one, and then there's another one there, and then look all the fibres on the end of my pen. And then yeah, one there and one here, and in a minute, well, in about 10 seconds, I'm going to start bringing them across, and they are every 1.5 stitches this way, so diagonally against these long ones, and they're every 1.5 stitches. So it's quite county, and also a lot of them go from, for example, here, they might go up to here, but sorry, someone revving in the background. But if I did that, then I would be carrying the thread behind empty fabric. So I will manoeuvre it so that wherever that is, I end up on the opposite way, so that I can travel behind to get to here instead of travelling from here to here and then having thread show. So there's quite a lot of manoeuvring, but I don't have to do this very much, so it's great. So yeah, I'm just going to do the sideways, like the sideways, like diagonally the other way stitches, and I will show you in a second. Bye. Okay, so, oh, look how shiny it is. You can see here the shorter ones that go across the long strands in this cross lattice work. Cute. I'll just show you the other one. Yeah, you can see those top stitches better here. Isn't it pretty? So now I think I have to backstitch around the whole thing. Yep. Okay, bye.
Hello there. It's been a while, and I thought I would maybe just do a little bit of stitching with you. Otherwise, this is not going to have much in it. I'm going to do a bit of back stitch. You can see, can you see? Yes, it's back stitched. Everything is back stitched in gold. Where are you? There, all the way around. All the way around here. All the way around here. And all the way around here. So I've just got this little bit of a curve to do around here and up to join there. Oh, and a little bit on that side. So I'm just going to do this now. I'm probably just going to put on some TV in a minute, but I thought I might do the first little bit with you. Yeah. So even though it's backstitching, the majority of it is pretty simple to work around because it is just stitching around the outside. When it gets to this section, this is all mixed in with this thin border that goes around. So it's not that easy to see. So I am following my the pattern on my tablet in front of me. So I'm using a petite treasure braid and just one stitch at a time, because there's lots of corners as well. You know, normally when you do back stitch, you go to the stitch ahead and pull back, and the stitch ahead and pull back. Well, a lot of these would mean that the gold is traveling behind unstitched areas, so I'd be carrying my thread. I'd be carrying my thread that might show through. I doubt it. I doubt it in the grand scheme of things. But here, hang on, I've got a little knot. So I finish here, and then I need to backstitch this bit here to here. But instead of going to here, because that would carry my thread from here to here, I go back on myself. There. And then I kind of do backstitch, forward stitch. I kind of do it going forward like that. So that I'm definitely not carrying my thread anywhere behind anything that isn't stitched. Like now, I'm not going to go over here where you would normally go. I'm just going to tuck in there, do a little forward stitch, and then start the back stitch then. Anyway, that's how I do mine. And yeah, so for this section now, I've done all of the cross stitch. I've done these 3 specialty stitches on here, but that's only because it was in the same colour as the cross stitch and it just made sense to do it. I don't always do that. Sometimes I just absolutely leave it. So I've forgotten what I'm doing now. I was gonna go around here. No, that's because I'm talking. Yeah, 2, then I go around here. Yeah, so I think this is the majority of the specialty stuff now. 2, oops. So I'll be able to, I think, finish this quite quickly now. This section, I mean, not the whole thing. All that I think I have to do next is there's 3 little blue squares. I'm probably repeating myself, and I'm sorry about that. There's 3 little blue squares in backstitch, and I've had to go and find a photo from when I finished the bottom 2 to see what I did, because in the pattern it says you can choose 1 strand of this blue thread, or for better effect you can choose 2, and I remember stitching both to see what it looked like, and then because it's all rolled up I was a bit, oh, I can't remember what I did, so I went and got I think a little video and I took a screenshot, and I think I've done one strand. Worst case scenario, when I get to the bottom section, I will, hang on, I've got a knot somewhere. I'll double check it, and then I'll just, if I need to, I'll go back over it, but because it'll still be accessible, there won't be anything around it, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other thing I do, just as an aside, is here I just count how many like steps I need to do, or stitches I need to do. Instead of like 2 flat ones, I now need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, like 2 steps, and it just helps me remember what I need to do, really. Oops, my frame just dropped again. So I don't think it just recorded the bit that I just did, I'm not sure. We'll find out. But I was just talking random stuff. So I'm just going to mark this off on my, on my tablet, because it just helps me know what I'm doing. I don't have to think about it every time and work it out. Oh, it's a bit stuck. Oh, there we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1. I don't have control of the tail, it's going to fall out. There we go. Two. I think it's a flat 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. Yeah. So I can just follow this. It's also, I guess I'm following the pattern, even though I don't need to on this bit, to make sure that I've stitched it correctly. I mean, I wouldn't be going off and changing it now, but I guess, you know, if I've missed this stitch here, then I could stitch it in quickly, because I'm checking that what I've done before is correct, not taking it for granted that I've done it right, because that is not always the case. That is definitely not always the case. Oh, I've got some exciting news. My thread pack and bead pack for my next chatelaine has arrived. I've chosen to do Swan Lake next. I mean, this is going to take me another year, so it's I'm not rushing towards that, but yeah, the thread and bead pack arrived. I chose to buy the Gloriana myself, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which has already come, so I'm now fully ready apart from the fabric. Hang on 1 second. And what I did, which I think is a sensible option, is to go through everything that came in the pack just against the materials list, just to make certain, because if there is ever an issue, which I've bought 2 packs now and I've never had that problem, it's best to sort it out as soon as possible. So I went through it. Just going to move across. Can you still see? Yeah, a little bit. I went through it and everything is perfect. And I actually had to message Cindy from European Cross Stitch Co. because I wasn't quite clear on some of the beads. They were, hang on, I just need to double check I'm doing this right. 1, 2, 3 across, yeah, and then up to join above those 3. Yeah, just checking. I think there are 3 or 4 colours. Oh, there are 4 colours of beads. So there's dark grey ones, pink ones, and then clear ones in the pack. It looked like there were lots of clear ones, but it said, hang on, I don't need to do all of this. I'm coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, this is why I need to concentrate. Probably putting you all off as well. If you don't mind me talking, let me know. Versus if you'd rather I just put some music on. or sped up. That might be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go down 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, and then go down 2. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so it looked like there were only 3 colours in the pack. The dark grey ones, the pink beads, and then loads of clear ones, which were supposed to be 2 different colours. For the life of me, I absolutely couldn't see a difference in them. They looked exactly the same. So I messaged Cindy and said, oh, can I just double check? Excuse me. Can I just double check the colours? I'm just going to mark off my pattern. I said, can I double check the colours with you? These are they all look the same. And when I Googled one of the 2 clear ones that's on the materials list, it's kind of like opaque. It's kind of like milky in colour. And I said, they all look clear. I'm sure they're not, but they all look clear. Like, can I just double check this is correct? And she said, some of them are clear and some of them are kind of milky in colour, slightly, very slightly. So I haven't double checked that yet. It's something I need to do. I need to just go and double check that I can split them out. I mean, if they're so different, if they're so close to the naked eyeball without my like magnifying glasses and proper sunlight or light on it, then you know it doesn't matter anyway, because you won't be able to tell once it's stitched in. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if I could see the difference in them. Anyway, okay, so there we go. I've done all the back stitch. I think I'll stay here, and I think I might just do the blue back stitch with you. So I'll see you in a minute. Before I do that, I thought I'd just show you how lovely it is to cross something off. So a big tick. Yay. Isn't this a lovely colour? I think in real life it's a little bit brighter. But yeah. Lighter, not brighter, a bit lighter in colour. But yes, this is Gloriana Monet's Pond. Okay. So let's do this. This is, yeah, so I'm going to do 1 strand. I already could feel, I knew I had a knot on the back then. Just going to check, hang on. No, I'm good now, I sorted it out. Right, these are 3 3x3 boxes. This is in purple, the last one was in blue, but never mind, it doesn't matter. So I do this like back stitch. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. They're only little, it's really sweet. Let's go up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Sorry, shouldn't count, should I? Put you guys off. 1, 2, 3, and then proceeded to carry on anyway. So sorry about that. There's that one. Oh, this one's decidedly purple compared to the other one being blue. And what I'm aiming to do is end possibly here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I just need to move that out of the way. I want to get on the inside of that bit. Not that it matters, but there we go. That's what I wanted. And then in there, cute. They look a bit wonky, but that's it. And that's it. That is it. I'm pretty sure I did it in 1 strand before. I can't show you now because I realise I'm filming on my phone and my picture is on my phone. I'm almost certain I did it in one strand. I think 2 strands would just be really bulky. Not bulky, it would be bulky. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do it in 1 strand now. After beading, worst case scenario, I realise it's 2 strands. I can just come back and just go around it, go around the beads. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to do the same on the other side because I've done the top right bow as well. So I'm just going to do that and then I'll come back. See you in a bit.
So there we go. This one's done in terms of the squares. They look really wonky there, but they are they are correct. And I'll just show you the other one. There we go. Right, so the next thing I'm going to move on to, which I'll probably bring you along, is the what do you call it? It's this section. That's what you call it. I think there's some eyelets here, some lattice work on the purple, and then some back stitch. I'm not entirely sure where, but that's it then. There's not much left. So what I'm going to do while you're here is just mark off the bit that I've done. Okay, I'm not going to watch through the camera because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Where am I? Light aqua boxes here. So it's tick. Oh, look how close I am. I shouldn't do this, should I? I'm not going to do this again. Even I'm a bit worried about that. So right, I'm going to put my pen down. Yeah. Cool. All right. So see you in a bit. Hi there. So it's a few hours later. Well, actually, it's evening. And I have to say, I did this without you. This is Algerian eyelets, some cross stitches, and then some cross lattice work on the purple stitches. And then, yeah, back stitch there. So detailed. Yeah, so all the stitching and all the specialty stitches are done, which means I've ticked them off of my my instructions. And because it's just beading, that whole section in the instructions, just I can highlight it green tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. I like highlighting things green when I've done them. So yeah, this is just beading. That's all that's left now. Oh, I don't have my pointy implement. I haven't got my scissors either. But there's a bead in here in this gap. And yeah, square tiler beads here. A bead there, little bit, oh no, quite a lot of beads I think in that section. Bead, some stuff here. Yeah, so there's some beading left, and then that's it. So hopefully I've done this top 2 the same as the bottom 2. Otherwise it's going to be a bit of a pickle. But if I just bring you out, there you go. I've done both. It's very cool. It's very cool. And yeah, so that's it. And I'll just bring you in one last time. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to do the beading tomorrow. Probably won't bring you with me for the beading. Well, I might do. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, if you've got this far, thank you for watching. I shall report back later. Bye. Hi everyone. I'm on the last bit of beading for this section, and I thought I'd do it with you because I thought I would. So I've done the one on the other side, so luckily I can just use that to pick up the colours. I don't have to do too much. So first things first, I don't know, it's so dark over here and I don't know why. Right, first things first is this lovely bicone. And I realised when I did the other half, the other half of this top section, I realised that I was doing, that I only went in to these bicones twice. Normally I would have gone in 3 times, but they're pretty sturdy. I'm not sure what to do this time. Maybe I will go in 3 times. Sorry for any banging you might hear. It's one of my neighbours builds motorbikes, custom motorbikes, and they've recently bought a big motorhome, and they are kitting it out so it fits their bikes in when they go away, and that is some banging. You might not be able to pick it up, but
I can. Anyway, another bicone. This one is blue. Whoops, dropped my needle straight back through. Ah! Right, third time lucky. Get your reflexes ready. There you go. Oh, just had my dinner and I'm trying not to be too sleepy now. Right. So earlier on today, I managed to, I went ahead a bit in my chatelaine prep, and I went on to the next section in terms of looking up stuff in the instructions. So I've got two sets of instructions, one which is now available when you download the pattern from the Chatelaine website, and another version which was from the Facebook group, and actually, well, the one I've got from the Facebook group only goes as far as the palace in the next section. So there's this one huge big outside border that isn't in the instructions, but it's in my order instructions, so I'm going to go with that. Anyway, so what I wanted to do is double check the differences between them, and they are more or less identical in terms of instructions, apart from one is using a treasure braid number 25 and the other one is using a treasure braid 35. So when the time comes, I'll have a look and see which one I think is the one I want to do, and I'll do that. And so that was it. I think that's the only difference. So the next section is the left and right, or east and west gardens. Ow, oh, I just stabbed myself, and it's a beading needle, so it's really pointy. Hopefully won't put that in. And they are kind of gardens with flower pots, topiaries, like big shrubs. What else is in there? Oh, a big pond with a fountain, and yeah, it's really cute actually. Lots of sort of separated stuff. I don't know what is wrong with me. I keep dropping my needle straight back through. This is really strange. I've never done that before. So yeah, so I do that, and then underneath and above both of those gardens, it's repeated. It's exactly the same left and right, and it's almost the same sort of top to bottom as well, but they have slightly darker threads in the bottom garden, which is really interesting. So I got that ready, just had a look at it, understood the instructions, and then if you remember, I write on the left hand margin of my instructions, I kind of put a little grid. I kind of put a little grid in there which helps me break out every individual line of instruction for each section, so that I know that I can sort of tick off each bit as I go, and I don't miss anything in the instructions. And it can be a bit I find it a bit overwhelming otherwise. It's just loads of stuff to think about and remember, and read, and yeah, I like to make it a bit more structured. So I prepped that, so that's ready, and I've just got two columns, left and right. So I'm very excited. The plan is to do the east and west garden with the curls, and then do the north and south palace with the curls. And then after that it's gates, pillars, and then the entire outside. It's very exciting. Actually, since April, I stitched this quite a lot in April, and then in April my parents lost their beautiful dog Chester, so I didn't pick this up for ages, and just get this blue one in, and then I think I did 2 days stitching on it in July, put it away, and then yeah, in the last sort of week I've picked it up. So this, well, you'll see from the last time I did a video on this, it's been a really long time, and so it's been really nice to get back to it, actually. Yeah, I think it's a distraction from all the kits that I said I was going to start in my birthday week in July and just haven't got there yet. Set all these plans for myself and then immediately find it all just too much. So doing this instead. It's all still stitching though, isn't it? Okay, that one's blue. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 of these white ones. I don't know how long it's been since you couldn't see that, because it seems to keep going big, keeps going blurry. It's really annoying. Whoops, don't catch that. I really enjoy beading. It takes a bit of extra work, the way that I do it. It takes a bit of extra work to set up because I get all the beads ready in the kind of order that I'm going to stitch them, almost, if I can. Sometimes it's too messy and I have to put, not messy, it's too complicated, and I have to put the beads on the kind of sticky mat with the actual tub next to it of what the so I can see the number of it. But with these I just pop them all in a kind of order, and yeah, just working through them. Now my next bead is there, but I don't really want to carry my thread, and I've mentioned before as well that it's not a bad idea to, when you're doing beading, kind of, I don't know, pick a number that you're comfortable with and tie a knot in your beading thread in the background, just so that if for any reason, if for example, if I just bring you out a bit, I don't know where my stylus is. Oh yeah, if for any reason something in here broke, if I've used the same thread to work down here and in this bit, then potentially you're running a risk of all the beads coming off. I mean, it's unlikely that's going to happen, but I'm sure it's happened to somebody. Whereas if you do this bit and then I'm going to tie off and do that bit and then tie off and do this bit separately, then at least the whole thing wouldn't unravel. It would just be a bit. Anyway, so I've done that bit and now I'm going to move to here, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, next up is a green bicone. I will go through it 3 times. Oh, did I stitch on the outside? No, just checking. Pulling this one really tight as I go. Lovely job. Okay, what colour are these? These are gold. A nice section here. That's a bird outside. can feel a thread underneath. Hang on. Right, just going to lift up. No, all okay. Ooh, massive truck just went past. I can't tell whether you'll be able to hear these things or not, but that was really loud. The whole house, I felt like the whole house shook. Just a reminder as well, I'm using, oops. Oh, actually, I was just about to say what fabric I'm using. I don't know now. 20. Oh, it must be 28 count. 28 count. Just antique white, I think. Is it? Yeah, even weave. And I'm using, I think most of the kit is from European Cross Stitch, or European Cross Stitch Co., which is in America. And hi Ripley. The thread I'm using is hemline invisible thread. Sometimes it actually feels invisible. But am I doing this right? Yes. Oh, and I had, earlier on I was trying to do a bit of decluttering, and I've got this drawer in my kitchen which has got like shopping bags and my kitchen scales, just all those little cables of electronics. Just one of those sort of junk drawers. Oh, and I've got my like clean tea towels on one side and stuff. Anyway, I thought, right, I'm gonna sort this out. And the first thing on top of it was my evening in the park chatelaine, folded up with felt in a carry bag. And I'd known it was in there, but sort of I was a bit sort of, oh yeah, that probably shouldn't just be folded up with the tea towel, should it? I should probably do something about that. So yes, I'm gonna aim to get that framed by the end of the year. That one. Oh, last one. Last gold one, not last one. You thought you could get away, didn't you? But no. Lovely. All done. Look at that. That last one's a bit wonky, but I think it's because yeah, that's it. I was pulling the thread away. Ah, that's really exciting. Okay, not much to go now. I shall see you in a second. Okay, we're nearly there. So this one is the letter I. Oh yeah, it's this one. It's this really light turquoise aqua. Light, where are we? Light bluey green. It's cute. That's going there. Pew. Did I go too far? 1, 2. No, that's right. It just seemed miles away from where it should sit, but I think it sort of sorts itself out eventually. Yeah, there you go. That's fine now. I am gonna go through it 3 times. It is a bit wobbly. Even if I pull tight, it's a little bit wobbly. So yeah, you do kind of want it to stay absolutely where it's sat. Okay, now these, I found these really hard on the other side because this blue back stitch is right on like the line where you want to bring the needle up. So I was getting a second needle, hence the reaching noises. And I'm gonna, so it's there, you want to come up in the hole just below it, which I think I can get to on that one. Yeah, that's the one. Right, let's do that. And then this is, just check. Yeah, this is a Tyler bead. So it's probably better if I put it on the needle or I won't drop it. Right, where are you? It's got 2 holes each side. And it's also got, which I didn't realise, a kind of, where's my stylus? A kind of flatter side here. And a kind of curved side here. I don't know if that shows too well, but this side is a little bit more curved than that side. So I put it so that the curved side is on the top. I'm assuming that that is correct. I think we may have our fox visitor in the garden, so I just need to go and investigate. Okay, well, I'm back. I didn't have to go anywhere. That's ready. So now I've just got to try and get in there. Lovely job. And then that should just tighten when I pull the string. This is trying to talk and do this at the same time. It's very difficult at the moment. Clearly out of practice. And down there. Nice. So the holes on these I find, so there's the let's say, how shall I explain this? The top hole there would be like the 3x3 square, and I find that the thread fits perfectly, like half of one stitch down. So if that's the where the top of the bead's going to go, then literally the hole below it is where I'm going to attach it, and that seems to sit nicely with the holes in the beads. As opposed, you could do it from corner to corner. I could do it here. I don't know if there's a right or wrong. This is this is the way that I've started doing mine, and it seems to be okay. So I'm coming in this hole, even though the corner is here. I'm going to come in the hole below it. I don't know. That's what I'm doing. Seems all right so far. Just going to go in the corresponding one on the other side. Pull this tight. It should sort itself out, or not. A bit. Not really. There we go. And try and come up in this one, but on the inside of the back stitch. So I do appreciate I could have done the back stitch afterwards, which probably would have been easier on reflection. But I've managed 4 of these now, and I've got there in the end, so it's fine. That's going to go in there. Way, lovely job. This one. No, go to the top actually. That's there. They do sit together. You have to sort of help them along a bit sometimes. Right, and then this one is the same light blue one. Straight into there. This is going to be less fun on the third time round this bead. Oh no, it's okay. It kind of goes over the top of those, so that's actually, I don't know why this is a surprise. I did this one this morning on the other side. Short memory, short memory. Nice. Yeah. And so then the last bead, just checking the other side, is indeed green. So we started with green, we're going to end with green. Last bead. Dishwasher going off in the background. Plain overhead outside. Cat eating food. That's my soundtrack. All done. And there we have it. All beads now done. I'll just bring you in a little bit. Cute. It's really lovely. Oh, it looks quite dark there. And then I'll just show you the other side. Ooh, sparkly. Yeah, all done. Dun, dun, dun. Excellent. Even Ripley agrees. So that's it, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this video, please do hit the like button below, which is the thumbs up, and subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber and you want to see more. The notification bell as well. If you click on that one, you'll get notified then if when I upload the next video. Please do pop a comment below as well if you have any questions. I will come back to you. And if you did want to support my channel in a different way, I've got a Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi, K-O-F-I, and the link to that will be down in the description box. So thank you very much, everybody. Happy stitching, and see you at the next one. Bye.